इसमें डू वन थिंग ना, इसमें एक जेड से शायद मैंने बनाया होगा, MK प्लांट एज वेंडर करके दिख रहा है आपको ड्रॉप डाउन में. Maybe
Yeah,
use
but
that BP role.
no, BP roll is MK only. But here, here we do have that plant option to make it as a
हाँ नहीं
plant.
नहीं, you have selected BP role as FLVN01 ना. एक बार उस ड्रॉप डाउन
हाँ.
में जाइएगा, you will find at the very last plant as vendor. इसमें आएगा क्या? Just like turn this on, change mode पे जाएगा. Still not showing you plant relevant. एक्चुअल में मैं भी ऑन द मूव हूँ ना, मैं मोबाइल से कनेक्टेड हूँ, तो किसी ने फील्ड सिलेक्शन में छेड़छाड़ की है ये.
Yeah.
हाँ, फील्ड सिलेक्शन प्रोबब्ली चेंज किया है, प्लांट व्यू को हाइड कर दिया है.
Oh, yeah. So once you have a time, could you please?
Yeah, I'll do that. I'm on the
In
move.
fact,
तो
like in decentralized, right? In decentralized, we means for EWM here we maintain that ID like CRM 001, and then over here we maintain the plant.
अच्छा नहीं, डिसेंट्रलाइज तो I wouldn't know.
Okay.
But ये तो it will take me at least like 40-45 minutes to reach.
Okay. No, not an issue. Once you are available, because still we are going to discuss a little bit basic stuff.
अच्छा ठीक है.
So yeah, by this week means I guess we have discussed only the availability group, right? That thing only.
Availability group, WPT is
Yeah, WPT is small topic, won't require that much
we
of
we
time.
we reached till availability group.
Availability group, yeah. Okay.
And then we were doing putaway strategy.
Putaway strategy. Okay.
हाँ,
So
we
yeah,
did the basics
it
of it.
required only one class. Then we will be on the same page. Everyone will be on the same page then.
ठीक है तो I'll drop off now. मैं इसका
Sure.
चेक करता हूँ. हाँ.
Sure. Thanks.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so let me check. Yeah, recording is already started. Okay, so we have checked last time how to create bin, right? One by one. The transaction is, if you remember, /n/SAWM/LH01. Right, this is one by one, and then we have template also, right? In SPRO. Sorry, structure, right? This we have discussed yesterday only, right? How to create bin with this structure, right? Now in implementation project, right, obviously it will be very difficult because as a consultant is not our responsibility to create bin, right? Because let's say instead of B, if we even maintain A, or instead of 1 it's 0, 2, and then every bin is unique, right? For example, they do have a different bin, and then the capacity is also different. Okay, then it will be very difficult to us, right, to go and maintain to change the master data, right? So what we do, right, so we do have one transaction. Okay, in that we just download the file and then we maintain as per our required data. Okay, for example, if you go to the interface, data upload, okay, this one SBUB, okay, load storage bin. Okay, now we want to download this template. Okay, so click over here, speed sheet. Okay, and then just select the file format in which you want, export to, for example, bin upload test. Okay, see, now it's downloaded. Okay, now here we have to enter the warehouse number, means we need to provide this file along with some data which are mandatory. So obviously the warehouse number is mandatory, right? Then business need to enter the bin number, right? For example, they have, let's say, 10-001-01 or RK10. Okay, RK20, like these are the bin. Then obviously we need to also provide them a storage type. So here, right? So storage type section, the bean type, bean access type, right? So this we need to provide to the business. What is a bean type and bean access type, that we'll discuss. But business need to maintain the block or the weight, right? So I guess we have created which storage type. Let me just check. RK10 only, if I'm not wrong. Oops. Oh, it's I guess 60, right? Okay, RK10. So I will just update to 1060, 1060. Okay, RK10. Okay. Then while saving this file, we have to make sure that we'll save this file into CSV format. So go to here, save as. Means obviously once we receive the file, right, we'll check few things that okay, all the bin are in 18 digit. We have maintained the correct storage type, correct warehouse number. You need to check with some wrong data, what will happen. Means just enter the wrong warehouse number, wrong storage type. Also go ahead with like, for example, 20-digit bin number just for the practice. Okay. So while saving, so here you can see this, there is one CSV format. This one, comma delimited. Okay, we have to save in this format only, then only it will work. Okay, save it. Now if you go back here, right, then you can upload. Let's click over here, then select that file. So it is in desktop, right, this one, and then click upload. Whenever you get this screen, select allow only. So now see, system is going to create this bin number, right? We are in loaded storage bin. This bin are not yet created. Okay. So once you click over here, then only system will create a bin. So as I told you, what you need to do, you need to check with the wrong storage type, right? Or the try with more than 18 digit. Just check what are the error you may face. Okay. So once you create on the load bin, you can see the successfully change means 9 bin are created. Okay. So these are the way to create bin. Clear? The third way and simplest way. Okay. Now there are two more things. One is bean access type and then bean type. So if you go here, okay, so we have bean type, define storage bean type, right? So bean type is nothing but, for example, let's say 50K. So, in warehouse, we do have different beans with a different capacity, right? So that we can configure as a bean type. Okay, so if you observe, see, this bean capacity and this bean capacity is different, right? The height, right? We cannot put this pallet over here, right? So yes, we can change bean weight and then the height one by one, or like we can create one bean type and then we can assign that bean type for all the bean. Okay, and then the same bean type will use while doing the put away. The system will also check what is the capacity of the bean. Okay, with the help of bean type. So here, let's say I will maintain the maximum weight is 50 kg. Okay, then I will create one more. Let's say is 100K, is 100 kg. Okay, 100 kg. Now if I maintain this bean type, sorry, into the bean, for example, SCWM/LS02 is for change. market 10 1060. Okay, click over here, change mode. Now here I can maintain any weight, for example like this, right? But if I maintain the bean type here, which is, let's say now we have two bean type, right? So if I maintain 50 kg and if I press enter, see the weight turned to 50. But if I want to put more than 50, for example 52, right, is not possible, because then system will take a reference from the bean type only. You cannot maintain the weight more than the bean type, but less than bean type is fine. Let's say if you want to store only 10 kg product, that is fine, but you cannot go more than 50 kg. Okay, clear? Bean type. Then we have bean access type. Okay, so bean access type is very easy. How we access the material, right? Means, for example, now I want to remove this entire palette, this one, entire palette, right? So how I can remove this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Yeah,
Hello.
yes.
Hello.
Yes, 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 Sanjay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Are you audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay, sir. Can we start? Can we proceed right now?
No, no, I'm asking the question that if you want to remove the this entire palette, right?
Yes.
You can see my screen, right, everyone?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So if I want to remove this palette, how I can remove this palette?
By using this branch
Or this
warehouse.
forklift,
Yeah, forklift. Just.
right? Or
Yeah.
let's say if I want to remove this only one box, so even manpower can go and remove it, right?
Yeah.
This is
Also,
called
forklift will
bean.
be also helpful for that, sir. In
Yeah,
that
one
case,
box. I want to remove only one box, not
only
entire
one box.
palette.
Then the
Yeah.
manpower will be required.
Yes. So this is what is called bean access type. How we access the material which is available inside the bean. Okay. This is what we can create. So here in bean access type 1060, then let's say, or else let me check is already created. Okay, no. But yeah, like with this we can just 060 and 060. Leave it. Okay, clear. And then same we can also maintain, means now this the material which is available in this bin, right, can be accessed by, let's say, forklift, right? So in RF we require this information, not right now, but yeah, this is an master data, important master data. Clear?
Yes.
Now, so we have created the warehouse, the storage type, now bin, right? Means we have almost created all this structure, right? Okay, it's not here, but let's say plant, storage location, shipping point. Okay, then ERP warehouse, right? This is, we can say, ECC, right? Then in EWM, we have warehouse number, storage type, right, section, and then bin. right? So for example, this is 1050. For that, this is 1060, right? This is 105S and 105D, right? And then shipping point 1050, ERP warehouse is 105, right? So we have created this and this, right? In storage type, we have created RK10, and then in bean, right, we have RK10 bean, RK20, n number of bean, right? But this both are different entity right now, right? Means we are not yet maintained that, okay, if you do any transaction for this plant, it's basically for this warehouse, right? We are not maintain this connection, right? How SAP will understand, okay, if we do this, then this is for this particular warehouse, right?
Sorry, sir. Yes, sir. Can I repeat this thing once again?
Yeah. So currently, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we have created this plant 1050105 SD location shipping point, right? In our, I guess, first session, right? Then we have created this warehouse, the storage type, all the structure from EWM side, right? But we haven't maintained that, okay, in ECC means if you create the PO and if you create PO for 1050 plant, okay, it's basically for this warehouse. Have you maintained somewhere this assignment? No, right? Hello,
Yes, yes, yes,
Sanjay.
sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
Right, we have not yet maintained this connection, right?
Yeah.
So now we will do this connection. Okay. So in EWM side,
Yes, sir.
right?
Then
Yeah, if you go to the interface, okay, then ERP integration, right? Then general setting, right? Now assign warehouse number from LE. LE means logistic, right? Here new entry. So I need just let me check once that SPRO. Is 105. So we go here, right? So if you do any transaction for 105 warehouse is actually for 1060 warehouse. Okay, clear? Save it.
yes,
Okay,
sir. Yes.
this we have maintained. Now before that we have this business system also, something called business system, right? Now what is this business? If you go back, so there are business system, define own business system, and then define business system, right? What is this? Now if you remember, we have discussed what is the ratio of connecting ECC system to EWM system is NS to N, right? We can connect more than one ECC system to one EWM system, right? Like this, or else we can also one ERP system is connected to more than one EWM system, right? We have discussed this thing, right? Let's say now there is one ECC system, two ECC system are connected to one EWM system, right? So obviously, if it's this connection, so it's basically is for one company only, right? So company will be same. Let's say Tata Motors. Will not have a scenario that, okay, this ECC system is Tata Motors and this one is for Mahindra, but both are using one ERP system, right? It's not possible, right? Right? So for example, both plants, so there are two different plants, but for both the plant, there is only one EWM system, but obviously in that we have a different EWM system, sorry, EWM warehouse, right? Now let's say, so obviously we'll have a possibility that same material will be there in both the system, right? In both ERP, because it's belong to one company, right? So if you send any information from this server and from this server, How EWM can understand that, okay, this is coming from this and this is coming from this. So for that, in EWM, basis consultant will create a business system. This is nothing but the name and then assignment, right? So if you go to here, business system, own business system, just a name. See, okay. Then what they do in define business system, here they assign this business system to logical system, right? We have checked last time. If it's this logical system, then they have like something like this one, ERP 100, right? And then ERP 200. So in EWM, let's say they have two name, A100 and B100, two business systems. So they will maintain the assignment that, okay, ERP 100 is equal to A100, right? And then ERP 200 is equal to B100. Okay, clear? Okay. Now this is a S4 HANA, right? Means in one server only we have both the solution, right? In one server only we have both the solution. So this business system, right, is not needed. Okay, means yeah, the assignment that we have to do is always 1:1, right? We have discussed as last time that we cannot have more than one in one system, right? So it's always 1:1. So if you maintain blank, that means we cannot maintain anything. If you go here again, let's see, we cannot select, right? Even if you go to the new entries, we create out. Means if it's blank means it will work for all. So it doesn't matter, you name 100, 200, 300, whatever, right? It will work for all. Okay. So we have assigned that warehouse 105. 105 is this EWM warehouse, right? Then close this, go to the goods movement. Okay. Here go to the map storage location, right? So we need a logical system name. So just check first, do we have yeah. So 1050. So maintain two entry 1050. So that logical system. The storage location is 105S, right? And then 105D. Okay. And then in ERP warehouse is 1060. Okay. Now, if you remember, right, I told you that from two location, one location I'm going to use for the inbound delivery, right? From inbound delivery. So now what we have to do. So the location for which we are going to use inbound delivery, for the location which you are going to use in inbound delivery, right? For that maintain ability group at 001, and for S maintain 002. Later we'll discuss why we have maintained this. Okay. Okay, no unique partner. Okay, it's fine. Save it. Clear?
Yes.
Okay. Now this is for our daily, like this is for configuration, right? So this is from EWM side. See, I'm in SCM node, SCM Extended Warehouse Management. This is an EWM node, right? We did this setting in EWM. In ECC side or ERP side also we need to do the same setting, right? Not same means there is a different option, but in ERP side also we need to do it, right? So that is in transaction data. So obviously, right, we'll distribute the production order, purchase order, right? So what we have to do, if you go back, okay, integration with other recipe component, okay, here extended warehouse management, okay, then EWM linkage, right? And then generate distribution model for transaction data. So over here we have to set up a distribution model, okay, for transaction data. Transaction data means your production order, sales order means inbound delivery, outbound delivery, and then PMR. Okay. See object inbound delivery, outbound delivery, and PMR. PMR is nothing but EWM and PP integration, right? So this we are doing in ERP side, right? So that's the reason we have to enter the ERP warehouse 105. So logical system of EWM. Here just select whatever entry I'm going to select, right? Go with the same only. Distribution model, select this EWM, right? Then the action should be create and then object should be all, right? Execute. So the protocol must be okay. Means now whatever, if you create inbound delivery, if you save it, then it will get distributed to EWM. So this is the sender and this is the receiver. This is ECC and this is EWM. Clear? Is this clear? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now material, how we need to create material. So for material, right, first of all, we need to create material in ERP side. So go to the /n. MM01 is a transaction to create material. Okay. So 1060 mat1. Okay. Name industry, we can go with mechanical and then type. So there is one ROH. Let me see if created TM. Okay, raw material only. Okay, select OK. Then basic data. So here we need to select the view for which we are going to use. For example, now if you are using the same material for sales order, so it's mandatory to extend the sales data. With purchasing, purchase data. So MRP 1 and 2 is also purchasing, right? And then accounting and then costing. Okay, only accounting is there, so it's fine. Okay, select OK. Then you have to enter the plant 1050 105S. 105D, sorry. MK, select OK. Okay, there is one thing. Okay, so in S4 HANA, there is one setting from finance that we have to do it, right? Basically, it's not our task, but as we are aware, no one is here, so we have to execute from their side. Okay, so we have to just execute once the all activity is done, right? Assignment, right? Then just execute CKM start. This is done by the finance team. So it's just like we just need to make our plant as a activate for the pricing. So there is something called material ledger. It's purely FI term. No need to go further. Just execute the CKM start, untick these two, and then execute. It should be like this. Then only system will allow us to create material. See, is pricing related setting, right? Now we can go in MM01. Now you can try. Okay, it's locked. So okay, again basic data one, sales data, purchasing, MRP, and then costing is obviously is needed. You don't need to extend the warehouse data. This is WM. Okay, so we'll just maintain, and then this tick represent this is the mandatory data. Okay, weight will maintain 5. Just press enter. If you want more detail, you can press F1. For example, you can press F1 over here like this. You will receive like a pop-up window where you can find the definition of that field, and then F4 means allowed entry. So I will just go with the 0 for all. This is tax. Okay. Sales data 2. So here is this is mandatory setting 01. Enter. So it's purchasing is also, then MRP go with ND, MRP2 is not needed anything. So in valuation class, so there is one valuation class. Or you can go with 3K. Okay, copy this and save it. Okay, now to extend this material in EWM side, you have to open one transaction, that is /SCWM/mat1. You will find this T code in EWM side /SCWM/menu. This is a master data, right? So if you go to the master data products, so this is the transaction, maintain warehouse product. Okay, 1060. Then we just need to click on create. Button dispose. Okay, so because of that error, you know, this vendor is not our plant vendor, right? So BP transaction, which we have just discussed with Mohit. Basically, Mohit is from MM. So now whenever we stuck in MM, so Mohit help us. So Mohit need to resolve this issue, because in FLVN FLVN 01, it is mandatory that there should be a plant entry, because then only we can define this particular vendor as a plant vendor, right here, right below the plant relevant. And then here, like then only system will consider this BP or this partner as a plant vendor, and then only system will allow us to even to create a material. Okay, clear?
So the last part we discussed on the error will be occurring. This will not clear that.
Which one?
Just before 2 slides, 2 to 3 steps before. So first of all, when the other materials, other products will be going here, raw materials, then choose that data R1, data 2. Then after that, the sections. Yeah. No, this one not. Next.
This one, right?
Yeah, yeah. Here it
Yeah,
is
so
7.
because as I said, there is no so this vendor, right?
Hmm.
This is not my plant vendor.
Okay.
So in BP transaction, right, there is one more field over here below the in between plant and factory calendar.
Okay.
Plant. So we need to maintain plant, then only system will understand this vendor is a plant vendor.
Okay.
So Mohit will resolve this issue, and then we can, go move further.
Okay.
Because of that error, it's very difficult to move further.
Okay, sir. That's
Okay. So yeah, as Mohit informed that he will resolve. So tomorrow we can continue, and then tomorrow, yes, we'll have little like 8 to 9:30. Okay.
definitely.
Please make sure that your server is working, and then yeah, please do the practice.
Sir, server is working, but after that, when we are working on that, they get a connection lost, something, this type of message will be felt coming out. I'll take the
Then
screenshot and send on the group.
yeah, please check with the class.
Okay. Because I'm trying in the daytime, that's message will be blinked. The server will be attempt will be failed and something one
सर्वर
mistake.
जो मुझे भेजा है ना, उसमें तो सर्वर लॉगिन ऑप्शन ही नहीं है.
If there is no any option, so click over here. Then here you can search for recipe
Okay.
like
फिर
this.
उसके बाद
Yeah, and then
Okay.
here you can pin to start or taskbar, you can say.
Okay.
When the server will be start, sir, then the first step is to create a warehouse.
Yeah, just you need to execute the same what we have discussed from day one. I will share you one
Okay.
document,
Okay.
right? So yeah.
Please, sir, share it. If you'll be starting the basics of this previous first classes, then it will be very easy to. catch up.
Yeah, you just need to, yeah, you need to do the same only.
Just when I checking out this tools, these parameters will be not showing on the first one.
No, it's not possible because server is same only.
I don't.
Which
So
parameter
when I
talking about? Okay, do one thing.
anything,
Share
just
me the screenshot. Send me the
okay. I
screenshot
will
or
take it
photo.
out and share the
Yeah, yeah.
screenshot.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
sir.